going back to service partners, Panasonic have service partners all across the United Kingdom and the Highlands and Islands. Every single one of us has the parts for these units and the other units, the L's, the K's, and soon to be the M's. So in the event of a technical visit being required and a component change, it's highly likely that it would be done on that visit. So without the need for a second return visit, where you may have some manufacturers that might send an engineer out and he'll say, yeah, we've diagnosed the fault, now we need to order the part and come back next week and fit it. You know, that's not really what you want. So Panasonic have been quite clever. All their service partners have got field kit. So in the event of a breakdown and a visit to site being required, all the components are, you know, readily to hand. That's reassuring for you, the client. But combine that now with, if we had this connected to the network adapter and connected to Wi-Fi, you'd be able to control the system from your phone anyway. But furthermore, with your consent, we can add you to the Panasonic Service Cloud. As I've mentioned in one of the other videos, that is great reassurance for any client, because yes, you've got your 7-year warranty, full parts and labour. Yes, you've got service partners all across the UK with available stock. But we can remotely monitor this system for performance and future maintenance. And it doesn't necessarily have to be reactive to a fault. It could be that routine checking has maybe spotted something like low system pressure on a pressure gauge, low system pressure. We could contact the client and say, just top your pressure up, because if it goes much lower, it could trigger an error code and it knock your system off. So, you know, just for peace of mind like that, the Panasonic Service Cloud, I just think it's great after sales, and I do OCD a little bit about the after sales, because for so many years you learn different things as you go through, you know, this sort of industry, and you see what's really, really important. You can do a great install, you can have a great piece of equipment, you can do a great install, but the key thing for that client is got to be the after sales as well. It's got to be. So Panasonic delivered on that, and they deliver big. You know, there are Panasonic, they are a globally recognised brand. Here in the UK, they're amongst the front runners, you know, the market leaders. And you can see why. You know, they've got a whole range of Panasonic Aquarea goods to suit any property. So if you do want, you know, a J series with standalone cylinder, you can have that. You've seen the videos I've done on the all-in-one with the K series. You can do the all-in-one with the L series as well. The L series looks very much like the K, but it's hydraulically connected to the heat pump, as opposed to the K, where it's refrigerant connected. Now we've got the M series as well, also in anthracite grey, but you can have that also with the all-in-one or the bi-block. With the bi-block, you'd have the cylinder as well. So there's a whole range of different products to suit all different properties. And when I say all different properties, I mean commercial buildings as well. So it's not just for residential. You know, think about commercial buildings, whether it be a light commercial, small commercial, or big. Only recently, I was working on a cascade of units, so a multiple unit installation of 430 kilowatt units. That's 120 kilowatts. That M series, you can actually cascade 10 together, so there's 300 kilowatts of heat. You know, so from the smallest of apartments and bungalows to the largest of, you know, country manors and you know, commercial buildings, there's a heating solution to suit all. You know, whether it be a J, a K, an L, or an M. But either way, with your after sales, with your network adapter, your 7-year warranty, your service partners on hand, and you know, available stock, you know, rest assured. Installers, if you are interested in fitting Panasonic for your clients and you're wanting to get a boiler upgrade scheme for them and you're not MCS yourself and you're looking for an umbrella, please get in touch. We'll help you. We have a scope of services of what we will provide for you, the installer. We will basically offer a supply as well, if you wanted it as an optional extra. So we can specify, we can do the full room heat loss calculation, we'll do all the specified for the equipment, and if you want us to provide a quotation to you, then that's fine. We can do that, so we can supply it if you want to, but either way, we can do the umbrella scheme for you, and we can also do the boiler upgrade scheme application for your client. Providing they're a homeowner and it's not, you know, a commercial client, you know, providing it's a private homeowner, we can do the boiler upgrade scheme application. So if it's a self-build or if it's a retrofit, either or, we can take care of that for you. So if you are an installer and you do want to start installing Panasonics, get in touch. We'll be happy to help you. Interestingly, on this unit as well, you just got an access panel at the side, 2 screws, it comes off, and there's a Y strainer. I'll do a video on it, but there's a Y strainer in there that is magnetic, so it's a magnetic filter. But you may just see we've also put another one on the system just to show if you want to add another one on, you can do, but that is a magnetic filter inside the unit. So there's means of isolation either side, and you can just take the filter out, give it a wash, put it back in, and un-isolate, and you're good to go again. The J series, I do like it. In summary, I think they're really, really easy to install. The layout of the property is one that you must consider for getting the wiring back to the unit. And that's my own honest, you know, sort of thought process with it. Because it is, if you've got a third-party thermostat for downstairs zone and a third-party thermostat for upstairs zone, you've got to think how you're gonna wire back to the outdoor unit for that. And that's the only thing that I would say. And often when I do a site visit with installers, when I'm sort of assisting on their projects, when I go to site, I want to see how those cable runs are going to be done, because you want to make sure they're all run at the same time, if that makes sense. So, because once the work's done, it's going to be a nightmare then to try and fish another cable through, isn't it? So, you know, that prior planning and preparation, yeah, it sort of just simplifies it. So with the J, just remember, all of the controls are wired back to the outdoor unit, and that includes the J series TCAP, the double fan unit, and the network adapter also has to wire to the outdoor. So there's just a little bit of planning with the wiring, but again, you may be running a project as an installer for your client, and you may want some assistance. Please get in touch. Again, we'll be happy to help. So, thanks for watching. I hope the video's been useful to you.